Happy sunset. Happy Mind Map Monday. Today is August 24th. Woo! We have now entered Virgo season, which for all my fellow astrology folks, which to a certain extent is pretty much all of us, it's here if you want to learn it. And so I've been learning through this lovely book, Secret Language of Astrology, the illustrated key to unlocking the secrets of the stars. So, it's not so secret when you start reading about it. It really starts to make sense. There's maps, there's charts. This book has beautiful artwork. I mean, just look at that. And then, Virgo season, like I was saying, started yesterday, August 23rd. It's going on till September 22nd. And something that I really enjoy about this book is how it really lists the characteristics of each of the zodiac signs. And it's pretty wild. When I started looking at the people, or like recognizing the people I know whose birthdays are during this time, including my own, I was just like, there is something to this. Like, there are just characteristics that are so characteristic of the time frames that we're born. Being born during certain seasons. From birth through every year, milestone celebrations, that are a marking point and a turning point in the year. I also recently heard of the concept of the fifth season, which is funny because I live near Charlottesville and there's a little shop called Fifth Season. It's gardening, and they've got all kinds of stuff actually for homesteaders. The fifth season was introduced by Asia Schuler. She has the podcast, blog, many books. She's down in Marshall, North Carolina, and her podcast that I listen to is Remember Why You're Here, and I love it. I have been listening for quite a while, and something that I really connect with is how seasonal she lives her life, and the insights that she shares on turning of the wheel. One of the episodes is about going through thresholds. It's these themes that we go through in life, and part of that, circling back to, we're all entering Virgo season. Whether you're a Virgo or not, these characteristics are going to be likely coming through the collective and you and me. And so, it's been really nice to just refresh at the beginning of each season for things to anticipate, and could do a little better, I guess, to reflect on the previous. So, brief little insight. We just came out of Leo season. Leo representing the fire, the heat of the summer. My gosh, yeah. I don't know. June rivaled July for some heat days, but woo! Oh wow, look at that sunset. Perfect for Leo. Sorry, I hope that is pleasant to the eyes. I know it would be for me. Love the sun, and so I really did dive into that with Leo season. It was really nice. Just really quick, so Leo is a kingdom ruled by the sun, which radiates light-filled, light-giving energy that initiates and sustains all creation on Earth and throughout the entire family of the solar system. Take what you like, leave the rest. What resonates, fill in the gaps, build bridges, connect the stars, find the constellations. When we seek connections and we seek how unification in the way of, we are all in one world together. Just, I guess, I don't know. It's, anyway. I say that because, there are some different philosophies on our solar system. There are also different philosophies on, astrology and how we interpret it, when the precise dates are, and honestly, like I said, I'm kind of just getting into it a little bit. I've been I've got this book for a few years and it's taught me a lot. There's several podcasts, and shout out to Molly McCord. Her podcast is also very insightful. I've not listened to her Monday one yet. It is Monday. I usually do it Monday and Wednesday. She releases them. Intuitive Astrology with Molly McCord. Highly recommend. Woo! I really enjoy it. And it really has taught me so much about how I want to structure my day by day. And feeling like I can find the points of alignment and recognize when things, it really does. Astrology really has provided me so many new insights on challenges and opportunities, and strategically making decisions based on the seasons of life. And so in this season of life, we're moving into Virgo season. So the highlights here are, let's say, purity, insistence, perfection, perfect practical implementation. Virgo seeks to answer the limitations of Gemini. And then the leading line says, if wheat is to reach maturity and ripen for harvest, all conditions must be appropriate at every stage in the growing process. Ooh, fun little interpretation. Let's see. Virgo is well placed to serve all levels of the world of medicine. So, speaking of, I've got some elderberry syrup going in the apothecary right now. I harvested the berries a few days ago. I just stored them in the fridge. And I put a paper towel under them, and oh my gosh, the tie-dye effect, I literally put it on the fridge. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. The rest will be, so it's steeping for tea, and I added clove and ginger. So that kind of brings things around to digestion, which Virgo season can also be a time to focus on our digestion. We literally just had our first chilly night in a while, chilly being 57 at night. So definitely got the slippers back out, and the flannel robes are coming back out, and the crisp morning is like, wow, the wheel is turning, ready or not. I prefer to be ready. It's nice to have a heads up. And so, that was a little bit of what I wanted to share. If a job's worth doing, it's worth doing well, is Virgo's motto. Hard workers give attention to detail. Never rest until a job is satisfactorily completed. The minor details, and highly recommend this book if you're just getting into astrology, or maybe if you have been in it for a while and you just want to add one to your collection. It really, and then it also has it'll feature different people who are born during that season. So Australia among the stars. I'll just read this little one. Feeling the evil of the world, the goddess Australia was set in the stars as the constellation Virgo, while her scales became Libra. Australia is echoed by the Roman goddess Justitia, who also held scales and was linked to Virgo. I mean, goodness. Woo! So, we've got 1 month of summer left, technically, August 24th until September. So we're in the last days of summer. It could also be referred to as Indian summer. I think we are past the dog days of summer, which are like so hot. I hope. I don't know. The acorns are starting to fall. I'm going to try to make some kind of acorn mash this year. We have so many. And, I mean, the deer and the dogs and the squirrels really enjoy them too. So, there's plenty to go around. But may I encourage you to look to the stars tonight. The moon is quickly approaching its full status. We have about 3 to 4 more days until we have the full sturgeon moon, which is coming up. So if you are feeling a rise of energy and things are really coming to light and they're coming together, I find that me and Andy as well, we generally do stretch our days on the full moon. You know, it's like burning the candle at both ends during that time, or just really into the night. I mean, you've got the moonlight guiding you, and the stars are gorgeous, and the temps are feeling pretty perfect. I hope the mosquitoes go with the heat. Well, I think that's all I have at first. I will be doing some separate shows for my oracle readings, which I will do Work Your Light from Rebecca Campbell. Probably gonna do this one first. I did this last time. You are the oracle. Oh! And then this is what I got last time. This will be my reflectory thing. Pleiades. So, yeah, last week into this week, I got this one. It says double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So how did I do that this past week? Well, I posted on my channel to channel messages. I have been intentional with just speaking with my higher consciousness, and what does that really mean for me, you know? Positive self-talk. You know, the way that I talk to myself. I set up a couple of mirrors in places that I didn't. Well, I put a bigger mirror kind of by the stove, so I can just see myself and check in, because I also find that sometimes that's like a physical area that sometimes I get a little stressed or tense, you know, getting perfect timing with meals and things, and, you know, the revolving dishes that we get to utilize to eat those meals, cook those meals, give thanks for the bounty and the harvest of this summer season and goods that have been shared, making the tea blends and coffee, mud water. I mean, I love the kitchen. So I think, yeah, sharing more of that to help uplift and encourage and just share ideas for inspiration, I think it's really awesome. So that was how I was working my lights and oh, here we go. From Knight of Cups to the Ace of Cups. So the creativity, really did take it upon myself to make time to color. I colored this Ace of Cups. So it's the hand that's reaching out, and then these are the 5 senses. I put my notes here on the side. This is a wonderful idea that came to me to learn the tarot cards. Is every time I drew one, I would print it out and meditate with it, color it. I don't know that you can quite see, but on the edges here I have little notes. So this card represents the 5 senses, a running spring here with streams, spirit and the water, emotional development, and strong emotions, emotional energy. So with these waters, I mean, it is all about the emotions and the waters, and it's just like, so, also, new opportunities, and I did have a few new opportunities, which perhaps new opportunities are more common or more prevalent than we think, but when we start to seek them, we find them a little more often. So since I was seeking, I have now found, and I give thanks, I look forward. Great joy, love, marriage, loving partnership, yes, very thankful. Andy is such a wonderful man. Shout out. I get a little shy, but I dearly love him. And you, if you're listening. So, yeah, and the reawakening. So, that was the Rider-Waite and the inner temple. I was working with the masks that we wear. And this one's a bit of a challenge, just because it's like, what is a mask that I'm wearing that do I like it, do I not? I think it was more so for me about putting on like a Showtime kind of thing. So that's kind of how I interpreted that. So yeah, we shall see what comes about this upcoming week heading into the full moon. But just wanted to recap those things and share the love, share the light. What do we got here? Bloom open to you loving me. Okay, there was a song that I heard this morning that I want to share. I'm trying to remember her name. It will come to me. And so this song goes, if you are the sun, and I am the moon. Woo! We got a semi, y'all. I live on a country back road. What's the semi doing coming right up on at this time? Maybe they're fixing the road or something. I think her name is Larissa. Let me check it out on my Spotify really quick. We'll see. Because I really want to share her music. Yes, Larissa Gosla, Gosla. And the song that I really loved there comes from her album back in 2023, Songs of Ceremony. And that one, I believe, is I Am the Song. So give it a listen. I'm going to close out with a namaste.